Hal Jordan.
The ring chose you.
Take it.
Tom King, the acclaimed veteran comic book writer behind titles like Omega Men, is about to leave a big mark on DC's Lanterns as both a writer and an executive producer. Even though King hasn't written official Green Lantern comics himself, he brings a distinct cosmic sensibility, steeped in sweeping character-driven narratives. With Omega Men, he skillfully wove Green Lantern Kyle Rayner into its main cast, and now he's poised to bring a similar layered approach to both Hal Jordan and John Stewart in Lanterns. What's especially interesting is how King is carrying over world-building strategies that shine in Omega Men, Mr. Miracle, Woman of Tomorrow, and Adam Strange, Strange Adventures. Each of those projects created a focused microcosmic cast and setting. He didn't get bogged down by broader continuity, so he could swing for emotional depth and structural boldness. That's reflected in Gunn's even-toned description. It's more like Tom doing a version of Lanterns in the same way that he did Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Mr. Miracle, Adam Strange, Strange Adventures. In other words, Gunn is handing Lanterns over to King, giving him space to build something singular. King's past comic projects often followed this pattern. He'll take a character or a concept like Omega Men or Mr. Miracle and build a whole world around it, using it to tell intimate but massive stories. His approach blends character arcs with mythic stakes that feel deeply personal. Originally, Mr. Miracle came out of Omega Men's energy. Both explore cosmic justice in fractured worlds. Then came Strange Adventures, Human Target, and others, all reflecting his knack for creating standalone universes threaded into DC's broader mythos. What fans know so far about Lanterns is that it's different, more grounded, almost noirish, and more true detective than Intergalactic Odyssey. That grounding shows in the first-look photos of Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan and Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. They're in civilian attire, walking down a quiet, empty rural road, which underscores the idea that Lanterns opens more earthbound. Chandler Hal is holding the iconic power ring, but Pierre Stewart has no visible ring. An eye-catching creative choice, given that rookie Lanterns typically receive their rings early. But perhaps this is part of the storytelling. Maybe Stewart's journey starts stripped of power under Jordan's mentorship, pushing him to prove his worth before being chosen. That's a conventional trope, but tailored here with the Lantern mythos in mind. King's fingerprints will be all over that, not just in story arcs, but also in tone, pacing, and structure. He clearly relishes the creative freedom to build a contained narrative focusing on character layers and cosmic politics without feeling like another line in DC's inevitably sprawling continuity. That said, King hasn't worked extensively in Hollywood, apart from scripting Ava DuVernay's unproduced New Gods adaptation. Even so, Gunn has cited him as a major influence and expressed clear enthusiasm for tapping him to shape DC's new TV universe, especially since the moment Gunn took the reins at DC. King's work has been consistently cited among his favorites. Gunn made clear that Lanterns isn't just a repackaged version of older Green Lantern content, it's a fresh reimagining, shaped by King and his cosmic storytelling lens. That cosmically grounded vibe stems directly from King's history of blending giant genre arcs and personal stakes. For now, the outline of Lanterns looks like this. Jordan is an experienced Lantern. Stewart begins as the rookie. They're setting out on an investigation of, apparently, a murder in rural America that spirals into something far deeper than a crime scene, which helps set the grounded tone. As the show goes on, expect that freewheeling cosmic twist out of King's style to emerge. A big red flag swinging in that direction is the power ring detail. Hal has one, and John doesn't. Gunn's tease about True Detective vibes suggests this series starts small. It throws two heroes who belong to cosmic law enforcement into an earthbound mystery, forcing them to navigate human limits first. That rings exactly like King's framework. Anchor the big ideas in intimate context, then gradually scale up. And when Stewart finally does earn the ring, it'll matter because his arc became something earned rather than granted. Of course, there's still the question of how far Lanterns will stretch. Hampered in the beginning by King's tightly woven narrative, each episode feels like microcosmic world building. But big cosmic payoffs are probably coming down the line. After all, it is the Green Lantern story. With King shaping the arcs of Jordan and Stewart, expect emotional reveals tied to family trauma, mythic consequences, and moral reckoning wrapped in epic cosmic tension. King's influence opens up Lanterns as more than a franchise resetting show. He's bringing in influences from Omega Men, where Kyle Rayner navigated alien cultures, betrayals, and revolution, and his other cosmic epics, but filtered through a grounded lens. Omega Men blurred the line between superhero and space opera. Strange Adventures did the same for Adam Strange's Adventures. Now Lanterns will do it for Hal and John, but with more weight behind each confrontation. Right now, at early press events, Gunn and Safran have emphasized that Lanterns is the most serious TV project in the new DC Universe slate, married to deeply character-based narratives, but also with a slow-burn feel. King's role as an executive producer and writer will be central in guiding episodes, dialogue, and structure in this style. We should also note that King's commitment to character-driven storytelling often breaks structural norms, flashbacks, unreliable narration, fractured perspective. These methods helped Mr. Miracle win Eisners, and critics love Strange Adventures just as much. Gotham smashed that vibe into television already, but Lanterns intends to operate on a bigger cosmic playing field. That means parallel arcs, Hal's veteran voice versus John's emergence, and Earthbound Crisis versus Cosmic Oversight, all serving the dual tone. Noir at heart, cosmic at scale. In terms of canon, Lanterns is definitely proto-DCU, not an outlier. It fits within Gunn's broader continuity, but doesn't get lost in it. Notably, classic Green Lantern franchises have operated within cinematic misfires, 2011's film, Arrow Show Corners, but Lanterns is meant to embody the new DC model, grounded, story-driven, and quality first. With King crafting a focused narrative for Hal and John, the show can embrace Ring lore, Guardians, Oa, and even villains like Sinestro, but only on the show's terms. More concretely, fans might expect an arc where Stewart earns his ring through trial and personal growth, aided by Jordan's mentorship, but not without argument. Hal's known as a rule bender who thrives on adrenaline. King would probably use this to push Stewart to find his own identity. The murder investigation acts as a hook, a gateway into cosmic conspiracies, emerald rings, and political intrigues on Oa, but it starts close to Earth. This is a show that isn't just another IP flex. It's the kind of quality-driven, tonal reset flagship that James Gunn has promised DC would deliver. With King at the helm alongside Gunn and company, Lanterns has the potential to anchor the TV side of the DCU in a modern, emotionally resonant way, recognizing the weight of legacy, but rewriting the playbook on it in cinematic form. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.